I know we've talked a lot about inflation, and we've been talking about it for months now. And every time you talk about it, you're always saying it's transitory, it's transitory, it's transitory. Okay, at what point we just hit a 40-year record for inflation? At what point does inflation stop becoming transitory, first of all? And then second of all, why isn't the Biden administration doing more to fight it? And is this going to be the death knell for Democrats, at least for
Well,
this year in
okay.
November?
No, that's a very good question. So let's take a couple of step backs here. First of all, some perspective. The last report was at 7.5%. Yes, that's bad. And yes, I guess I don't know what the exact stats are, but it may be the worst it's been in 40 years. But you have to remember, it was 18% 2 years before that. That's more than 2.5 times worse. And so to answer your question, when is it going to end? I've maintained it will end pretty much when COVID ends, which is putting unusual and unnatural stresses on everything from our supply chain. You know, these truckers in Ottawa is just the latest, clogging up the Windsor Bridge, which, if you can believe it, 25% of trade between US and Canada comes across that one bridge. So again, this stuff is going on. So to answer your question again, if we still have inflation come September, then I will say, Carrie, you were right. I was wrong. It was not transitory. It's more than just supply chain issue. It's more than just tight inventories. It's more than just this pent up demand. It's more than all this money sitting on the sidelines, too much money trying to buy too few things. So all that stuff, I think right now is more of a factor than endemic inflation. But to answer your question, come September, I will admit that I was wrong if we're still at 7% inflation. I think by September we'll be at 3 to 4%. But as you would say, from my lips to God's ears, right?
We shall see.